Hi guys, welcome back. This is the third part of my second trip to Dubai, wherein we're covering all the touristy stuff, all the famous activities of Dubai, and this one's going to be rather long because if you're wondering what's in my hand, well, then these are the maps to the most famous theme parks in the world, which is at the Yas Island in Dubai. Isha Beyond Borders. So guys, we are finally here at the Yas Island and this is the Warner Brothers theme park. Being here in April, I'm not sure if it's a very good idea because it's definitely very hot. But anyway, we didn't have an option, so we had to come at this time. Inside, I'm sure it's air conditioned, so it's not going to be a big issue with that, of course. But when it comes to the outdoor part, which is the water world, I am 100% sure it's not going to be a great idea. Talking about the tickets, we purchased the tickets from Klook and it costs about 12,000, which includes a 3-day pass wherein you can select whichever park you want to do. So we selected for the Warner Brothers, the Ferrari World, and probably we'll be going to the Sea World because looking at the heat, I don't think if we will want to explore the water world. Super excited to check what's inside. Let's get it. So let's talk about the Warner Brothers, and it is divided into a couple of zones, which is the Metropolis, the Cartoon Junction, Gotham City, Dynamite Gulch, Bedrock, and Warner Brothers Plaza. Now, guys, I'm going to read out directly from the map because it's going to be very difficult for me to remember everything, and here I have it. Make sure you pick your map the moment you enter in. Second thing, no food is allowed. So make sure you don't carry any food stuff. There are a lot of Indian restaurants and even other restaurants wherein you will get all the type of food that you want. So guys, I'm at this restaurant called Ace of Clubs, which is in the Metropolis in Warner Brothers. So in case you're looking for Indian food, then this should be your go-to place. You're gonna find your basic Indian thali like rice, curry, dal. You can also find a couple of snacks like samosa and spring rolls. Of course, a few Indian dishes. So if you're someone who cannot survive without Indian food, this must be a good. So in the Metropolis, the Superman 360 Battle for Metropolis was fantastic. Justice League War World attacks are amazing, and the Green Lantern Galactic Odyssey, this is also amazing. It's more like a flying theater experience. Moving to the next one, which is the Cartoon Junction, the Tom and Jerry cheese spin was fantastic. Fast and Furious was fantastic, and the other smaller activities are the Scooby-Doo Museum of Mysteries, the Acme Factory. So these are all like smaller rides which the kids in your family should probably enjoy. Let's talk about the Gotham City. So Gotham City night flight was fantastic. Joker House was fun. The Riddler Revolution was also good. Scarecrow Raid, again, adventurous, thrilling. So, yes, coming to the Dynamite Gulch. Yes, the Fast and the Furious was in the Dynamite Gulch. The Jetsons is a cosmic orbiter, which is sort of more for the younger ones. Marvin Martian Creator Crashers, again for the younger ones. And in Bedrock, so they have a river adventure which was unfortunately closed during our time of visit. Now, so they do have a lot of shopping experiences. So if you want to purchase your favorite cartoon toys, gifts, so you will definitely find a lot of places. Also, there is a bit of clothing restriction, so make sure you don't wear extremely revealing clothes. Probably a nice t-shirt and even a shorts would do. So that's about it. So this is about the first one, which is the Warner Brothers experience. Let's move on to our second one, guys. I lost my map to the Ferrari world, but I think it has to be my favorite theme park out of the three because of the nature of the adventure and adrenaline that it gave during our visit.
Another important thing that you have to keep in mind is they have a fingerprint entry system. So let's say you are a family of 4 members. You have to ensure that you make your fingerprint in the same order. So if it is you who's going first, then it has to be you who's going first in all of the theme parks, and then followed by the second member of your family, third member of your family, fourth member of the family, in the same order and the same finger every time that you enter.
It is again divided into 4 zones, which is the racing zone, family zone, adventure zone, and the Italian zone. Now here, let me take you through the most important ones. In the racing zone, it's the Formula Rossa. If you're there at Ferrari World, again reminding you, please be there as soon as it opens, which is around 10 in the morning. If you're there in the Formula Rossa, in the racing zone, do not miss the Formula Rossa, which is the fastest ride in the world. Again, please make sure you don't carry any loose items and tie your hair with a hair tie. No clips will be allowed. The other activities like the Junior GP, which is more like a bumping cars, and Nello's Adventure is like a kids arena. Junior Training Camp is like a challenging training camp for the kids. Benno's Race is interactive magical games for the kids. Galleria Ferrari is more like a gallery of all the Ferraris. Then we have Driving with Champions, which is like a cinematic motion based simulator. Viaggio in Italia is more, again, a simulator, but it is more like an aerial simulator of the landscapes of Italy. You're going to see all the Amalfi and Positano and stuff. Then there's Driving Experience, where you get an experience of actually being behind the wheels of a Ferrari. This sums up the racing zone, and the important one is Formula Rossa. Second one is the Formula Rossa Junior, which is a miniature version. So if you don't want to do a lot of adventure, then this is the one you can try. The Turbo Tower is again the best one in the family zone. So if you're looking for that thrill, then you have to go to the Turbo Tower, which is a zero gravity tower. Then there is Speedway Race, Flying Wind, Go Karting Academy. So all these are simpler activities. Then let's go to the adventure zone, wherein we are talking about the tire change experience. So guys, if you have anytime been fascinated with the pit stop experience, then this is the one you can actually go there and get an experience of how fast the crew of the pit stop works in changing those tires of a sports car, especially a Ferrari. So this is that experience. Then we come to Turbo Track. This is the most important one in the adventure zone. It's back-to-back thrills, vertical climbs, epic zero gravity fall. And the Ferrari World Sports Arena, it is like a racing simulator and an F1 simulator. So a number of simulators are there, and you get to drive those cars and you get to compete with your other participants. Coming to the last one, which is the Italian zone, there is this activity again called Roof Walk. This is a paid one. The Flying Aces and the Fiorano GT Challenge, these two are the most thrilling and adventurous in this one. So mark these two, and if you are planning a quick visit of the Ferrari world.
Now let's go to the last wing of this video, which is the Sea World from Yas Islands. This is also divided into different zones: the Abu Dhabi Ocean, One Ocean, Rocky Point, Micro Ocean, Endless Ocean, Tropical Ocean, Polar Ocean, Arctic, and Antarctica. Again, I hope you remember the entry process, your fingerprints, your order of entry, and another tip: carry a jacket, because when you head into the Arctic and Antarctica, it gets very cold. So let's start with the Abu Dhabi Ocean, and the best things you can do here is at the mangroves, wherein you can touch
mantas and starfishes and such tiny sea animals. Then you can also visit the Nahum Theatre, which is a pearl diving show. The second one is the One Ocean, which is actually the centermost zone of this whole sea world, from where you can actually access the other oceans. And here what you can do is explore the HQ, which is a paid activity, so you get to visit all your favorite underwater animals, click pictures and videos, and dive underwater with them. Then coming to the Rocky Point, which is a rather smaller zone, you can explore the sea lion and the seal habitat, and you can also feed these sea lions. Coming to the micro ocean, which is more like an adventure zone where you get access to a lot of rides, especially for the younger ones. There is the Turtle Twist, the Octo Zoom, and the Eel Racer, which has to be my favorite. But after visiting the Ferrari world, all of these rides are going to feel like a mini adventure for you. Coming to the Endless Ocean, it's such a huge zone that I cannot tell you about it. It's going to be one big aquarium, and you get to see all the sea animals from different levels and zones. You can click pictures, you can go through tunnels where you will be actually in the middle of all these animals. My favorite of all of these zones has to be the tropical ocean, because here you can experience a lot of different activities. Starting with the dolphin habitat, which is a must watch, you must not miss it. You will get to see amazing performances by these dolphins, and kids are going to love it. Make sure to sit on the backside of those staircase if you don't want to get wet. Second one is the Flamingo Point, where you can see hundreds of flamingos. The third one is the rainforest, where you can see different kinds of birds in the tropical habitat. Then you can also feed the manta rays. The macaw habitat is another habitat where you will get to see a lot of macaws and other birds. Then the Manta Coaster is one very adventurous ride. So this is the only adventurous ride out of all, and it comes to at par level when you compare it with the rides of Ferrari World. So make sure you are fully geared up if you plan to go to the Manta Coaster, because it is definitely quite thrilling. Now coming to the last zone, which is the Polar Ocean, which is the portal to Arctic and Antarctica, covering both the poles. When you go to the Arctic, you will come across the walrus habitat, sea otter habitat, puffin habitat, and the Hydrosphere 360 has to be my favorite. I couldn't get video clips because phones aren't allowed inside. The RV Ahmad Ibn Majid is more like a ship, and of course a good place for a beautiful panoramic view of the entire Arctic, and of course a lot of photos. And then the last one has to be the Antarctica, wherein you will get to see the penguin habitat, and trust me, it is super cold. I could hardly stand there for a minute, so be prepared when you go there. Alright guys, that's the end of Dubai. I hope you liked all my attempts at making content for you. I hope you have subscribed and liked on this channel. Please do share it with your friends and family so that their next Dubai trip can be sorted.